This edition of The Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and enjoyed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is a key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift for remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift for Grandma's recipes or just because, those smiles and tears will just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw, Picture This Photo Books at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books. Bring your memories back to life. The whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. And don't forget to check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com and over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, Spreaker, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeart, Apple, Google Play, iTunes, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out The Mike Wagner Show. Also, t-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, and a lot more. And also check out the Mian Mohsen Zia store on Amazon for great books and merchandise. Check it out, Amazon.com/Mian Mohsen Zia. And also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM as well as PayPal at the Mike Wagner Show or Mike Wagner Voiceover. And also donate generously to themikewagnershow.com and make sure you do so today. He's back by popular demand and his music is very worthy royalty-wise. With a career that is challenging longevity, that rivals the Queen of England. He's a composer, conductor, singer, pianist, songwriter, and he's done just about everything. And began his career on Top of the Pops in England, and he's done a number of soundtracks like 27 Dresses, Last of the Mohicans, Kindergarten Cop, and more. And he's also done some great solo works like Pacific Flow to Abbey Road, his debut, Long in the Long Road. Also, If Love Is Real, Randy Edelman is piano, and live, ladies and gentlemen. And we had talked about before as well, too, with Coming Out the Other Side. And Coming Out the Other Side with this one here is an update on the infamous Ghostbusters 2. We'll talk about that live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios somewhere on the East Coast. He's backed by popular demand, the very multi-talented and Grammy Award-winning Randy Edelman. Randy, welcome back. It's great to hear from you again.
No, boy, you got it. Can you talk any faster? All right. No, you were not coming for any studio on the East Coast. I'm in Beverly Hills, California. Where'd you get that? You got to get it together, baby. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Live from the East Coast, Beverly Hills. No, I don't think so. I'm from the East Coast, from New Jersey, but I've been out here for about 30 years. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Well, you're just amazing as well, too. It's just like I get so worked up, when I get the talk to you as well.
You're really worked up. You got to calm down. Drink some of that coffee. You got too much coffee, Mike. Okay.
Well, that's because you gave me some. That's why. And I blame you for it. I'm kidding. Well, of course, we had you on as well, too. We talked about your amazing career. And you have a new song at the time called Coming Out the Other Side. And now you got a brand new release. Well, actually, it's been in the works for a while. And this is called Ghostbusters 2. And before we get in that, once again, just give us a quick recap on how you got started.
Oh God! Well, you can't. It's too long a story. I got started. I was a kid who played the piano, and that's the only thing I could do. I had no inkling that I would have gotten to where I am now, and have been for many years. But I always loved music and all different kinds of music. I studied first as a serious classical musician. And then after I got out of a music conservatory, I started doing lots of different things when I was very young, playing on Broadway, conducting, being musical director for lots of artists whose records I had collected. And, one thing led to another, and started writing my own songs and doing albums. And then after doing, lots of different musical things, got into, which is easier said than done, film scoring years later. And I completely changed what I was doing because I had written songs and done my own albums, and everybody had, lots of people had recorded them. And then I branched into something that was much more challenging and interesting as far as my musical background was. And that was film composing. And that's what I've been doing. Mm-hmm. As far as the Ghostbusters thing, no, that wasn't an ongoing thing. I did it when I scored the movie, but it's too long a story to get into, but it took this long to get the soundtrack of my score out. Only 32 years.
32 years? I mean, Bill Murray must have had a line for 32 years or something.
Yeah. and when the vinyl comes out in they released the digital and CD last week. When the vinyl comes out, it's Pink Slime. The record is actually Pink Slime. So
Pink Slime. Wow.
Yeah, So you'll see. Everybody should go out and get it. And that's what it is. That's what the vinyl part of it is. So like I said, it wasn't ongoing because I did it a long time ago, but then I had to put it together. So that's just one of the many areas that I'm into. The single Coming Out the Other Side is actually one of the first songs that I've written in years, because once you're doing the film scoring at the pace I have been doing it, there's just no time, and it's a completely different thing, scoring and songs. So I haven't written songs in years. And that thing I wrote because it sort of had to do with the the whole COVID thing. And it's like, it's not some preachy, serious song. It's a fun thing about how when everybody's going to get out, which they sort of are now, except, with this new deviant, who knows what's going on. But that's what it's about. It's about, grabbing your hat, getting your coat, putting your best suit on, and coming out the other side. That's
That is so amazing as well, too. And what else you got coming up on the pipeline as well, too? Besides you had coming out the other side, you also had the release of Ghostbusters 2. And I'm working on. Well, there's things that I don't do. I'm scoring a film now, which I never mention or talk about before the film comes out. So that's just not something that I do. But I also have a big musical that we're just about done with. Funnily enough, it's called Shortcut. And you know what Shortcut is about? What's that?
It's the biggest shortcut ever made in the history of the world, the Panama Canal, which was basically a shortcut from the Atlantic to the Pacific in the turn of the century. It's an amazing, amazing story. Is as big a thing as going to the moon at the time. That was a major event and major part of history. Really interesting story. Won't get into it's not like I suddenly decided I was going to write a musical about the Panama Canal. I read a book and read about this amazing period. And there were 3 or 4 main characters, including Teddy Roosevelt, who had become president, and William Gorgas, who was the original. It's kind of interesting now, the world's authority at the time in infectious diseases. Wow, that's kind of an interesting subject that's come as late. But he was the world's authority on infectious diseases, including yellow fever. And without his involvement, the Panama Canal couldn't be built because everybody, when the first time they tried, died.
Yes.
Sort of. Yeah. And anyway, and then the geographical problems of getting from one side to the other. And Eiffel, the guy who built the Eiffel Tower, was involved in designing the same locks that literally work exactly the same way today as they did like 100 years ago. So it's a real interesting thing. So sorry to get on that, but you asked me about what I was doing. That's one of the things, a new film and all this other stuff. And I'll be, for the first time in years, doing a new album of brand new songs that I haven't really had the time or interest to do while I've been so busy scoring. But now with coming out the other side, I'm going to do a new album. So that'll be cool.
That would be as well, too. You're also in the September 11th benefit as well, too. And that was a really special event for you as well.
Oh, that was great. That was just great. A couple of days ago. Did they send you any of the reviews?
Not as of yet, but I'm sure I can look for them online. But I'm on Facebook a lot. And
yeah, but you got to, you got to get you got to get the reviews. There's 2. I'll send you. I have, you talk to Eileen?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I wish she would have sent them to you. Yeah. They're really, you'll see. I can't explain it. That's why you got to read them. But it was a very cool thing. A lot of really loud, great rock and roll bands. And so I was a little different, I'm like just sitting at the piano playing all different kinds of things. But what I did, Mike, was I tried to figure out what can I do. I mean, we were literally, it was at a great place that was, a few blocks from ground zero. And I tried to think of what I could do. And then I realized I've done so many things that are associated with America and this country. I wrote the score to Gettysburg for Ted Turner. I wrote the score to The Last of the Mohegans. It's and then on the other side of the coin, also things that take place. I wrote the score to a movie that completely different kind of things, because those things I just mentioned were quite serious, for a film that took place in the South. But the 2 stars were from Brooklyn, and one of them won the Academy Award. And it was called My Cousin Vinny. And
I remember watching that. That was great.
yes. And so I did the Gettysburg and Mohegans, and I did My Cousin Vinny, because it was sort of like geography. And of course, everybody knows that. And then I also wrote a little tune that was a #1 record for another guy from Brooklyn named Barry Manilow. And it was called Weekend in New England. So I went up to New England from you know what I mean? I did a little kind of, and you know what? I'll tell you, you would think, because you'd have to have been there and seen what was going on, because it's just nonstop, and it was great. But they gathered around the piano and they all got quiet and they listened to what I was doing and to what I was talking about. And it ended up great. And the other thing I did was another thing that's like about a different kind of American hero, a guy who can build a bomb out of a chocolate bar. That was another thing I did years ago. I wrote the theme and score to MacGyver. And
MacGyver, yes, I remember that. So you see
all these. So what I did is I tied my little thing. I could have done a million different things. I tied it all in with things that had a little something to do with this, great country and places. And they really dug it. They really understood what I was trying to do. So it worked out really nicely.
It did, yeah. And of course, another question is, which is really piquing my interest. What's the one thing you haven't done and would like to do? What haven't you done?
Okay, well, I haven't done a million things, but as far,
We've got time.
No. There's nothing. No, I don't have any. I'm someone who's very fortunate in that. I've done much more than I ever imagined. And there's nothing, particularly, I just want to write music for wonderful projects, whether they be action pictures or comedies or period pieces or horror things, whatever it is. If it involves music, I'm up for it, and it's interesting. And each one of these projects is different. So it's not like other things where you may do something and you get stuck in a certain, kind of rhythm, so to speak. My thing changes all the time. There's always a different schmuck at the door, called a director, bothering me,
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that word?
Absolutely, yes.
It's sort of a Jewish holiday. I can use it. Schmuck. Another word is putz. That's another good one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean. Anyway,
yes, I've got some Jewish friends, so go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
That's part of the collaboration. If you write music for films, it's a collaboration. It's really not in that, yes, you write it yourself, but you're always going to have to deal with the studios or the producers, or mainly in feature films, a director. So but it makes it interesting because, like I said, it's changing. It's changing all the time. And you're only as good as your last project, your last score. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. They come to you and they ask you to do a film, and then you think they're going to, they're so enamored by what you've done, they're going to fall down whatever you play. It doesn't work like that. It's like you're the last guy in with a film. The film is done. People have been on it for years, not making the filming of it, but owning the rights to the book or the play or whatever it's based on. And the composer is the last person in who makes obviously a huge contribution. But I come in at the last second, literally, to write the score. Mm-hmm. So it's let's put it this way: it's a lot of pressure and political, and it keeps you on your toes. But it's like, what else? What else can I do? I can't do anything else. I don't know how to. So I'm just a guy sitting. My thing when I was a kid, maybe I told you last time, was I had to figure out a way that I could spend my life sitting behind the piano writing music without going out and getting a real job. And I managed to pull that off and pull the wool over everybody's eyes for years. And I still am. And I still am, Mike.
Yes,
okay, what else?
Yes, that's right, too. And, of course, I'm looking at these films that we saw, too, as well, too, like with My Cousin Vinny. I still remember that line that Ed Gwynn said when who is it, Joe Pesci said, you got those Utes, and then Ed Gwynn goes, Ute? What's a Ute? Yeah. That was spot on. Oh, my God.
Yeah. But listen, that was I have lots of those because for years, after I got into this, I was basically the king of comedy. I mean, My Cousin Vinny, all the Schwarzenegger, Kindergarten Cop, Twins, Ghostbusters 2, the Adam Sandler's first film, Billy Madison. While you were being, I was doing The Mask with Jim Carrey, he was brilliant in that. But I did all those. But some of them, they weren't big budget pictures. And I never knew at the time that these things were going to become what they've become, which are they're classics. They're on every day in every country of the world. There's no end to them,
Mm-hmm. It's almost one of the things that you just don't expect. It's like, say, with the fact that The Mask is it going to do great? Is it going to stink? Whatever it is. Like, One of the things that I got from my dad was, if someone offers you an opportunity, take it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do. And that's the thing about it, this business, no matter how, you got to be. That's why I always tell, these kids now they study film scoring. There's what film scoring. You got to be a great musician first. Learn whatever it is that you play. Learn about music theory, about orchestration. Then decide, you want to score films so that when you get the opportunity, like you just said, that your dad said, that you're ready for it. Because if you get the opportunity and you're not ready for it, especially in this business, which is so competitive and cutthroat, you're gone the next day. You don't get that same opportunity. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly it, too. And, of course, a bit more about Randy Edelman in just a minute. Maybe just a bit more. It's coming up. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor, The Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forge Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books. Remembering is a key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at a wedding, and even more so yours. Well, who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift for remembrance that makes you laugh and cry at the same time? Whatever gift for Grandma's recipes or just because, those smiles and tears will just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw, Picture This Photo Books at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books. Bring your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. And check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Over 30 podcast platforms. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And check out The Mike Wagner Show merchandise at themikewagnershow.com and on Amazon at The Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to the Mia Molson-Zia store at Amazon for great books, merchandise, and more. Also support The Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and themikewagnershow.com. Make sure you donate generously today. We're here with composer, conductor, singer, pianist, and his music is royalty with career challenging the longevity of a Queen of England and doing longer than that. Randy Edelman here on The Mike Wagner Show. And you've had the a lot of projects come down the pipeline. And maybe what can we expect from you in 2021 and perhaps 2022 and beyond? A little bit of teaser for us.
Yeah, well, I think we talked about that before. And a
little more.
Well, yeah, a little more.
Little more. Come on. I'm going to come I'm going to try to give you stuff for the last minute.
I'm going to be doing a new album of songs, which I haven't done in a while. I'm working on a new film, which is actually, starring, do you know the HBO show Succession? You know that? Yeah, well, the guy used to star that great English actor named Brian Cox. He plays the Rupert Murdoch, the father. It's a new film that he's in. That's as much as I'll tell you about that. And then the musical, which I told you about, and that's what's going on. All this stuff.
And of course, where can we also find Coming Out the Other Side and also Ghostbusters 2?
Well, Ghostbusters 2 is Sony Classical. It's everywhere. Coming Out the Other Side, as far as getting it, you go to it's on Tribeca Soho Records. You get it. You want to hear it? You just go to YouTube, put in my name, Coming Out the Other Side, whammo, then you hear it.
And certainly look forward as well, too. And also make sure you keep this up to date as well, too. And once again, we're here with Randy Edelman with a quick update on the Mike Wagner Show with Ghostbusters 2, Coming Out the Other Side, and more. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, where I mentioned it, and what's your website, and how do people contact you? And once again, where can people purchase or check out all your works?
Well, my website is just www.randyedelman.com. They can hear everything. You can go to YouTube and hear any film score, any cut from a soundtrack, and then you can get all that stuff on Amazon or all the usual places. It's all there. It's all there.
That sounds very good. Randy, very big thank you for your time. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. And you're always terrific. Learned a lot from you. And you're just a joy to be on. Thanks again. And you've been amazing.
Thanks.
As always.
Take care.
Picture this photo books, where remembering is the key ingredient. Preserving memories, keeping the memories of your loved ones alive as they reach in and touch your heart. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whether it's a gift of past holidays, grandma's recipes, long ago moments, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809. Once again, that's 646-798-0809, or visit picturethisphotobooks.com.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.